Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So, if you have been keeping up with the news and information that has been going on, things are heating up in the Middle East. Now, with everything that we've been watching, for the last 2 years with Russia and Ukraine, I really thought that was going to pop off everything. I still believe that we're on the verge of a major world conflict, World War III. It's just more and more players getting involved. More and more countries are fighting amongst themselves. Hell, we're doing it here in America. So the latest, before we get into the news, guys, I want to cover that we do have a storm developing in the Gulf of Mexico. So yes, we prep for everything here on this channel, everything from end of the world, shit hits the fan, to natural disasters. Most of the time we're going to deal with natural disasters, hurricanes, stuff like that. So simple stuff, guys. Check out our playlist. We go over hurricane preps. Be prepared for bad weather. Now, with the news, guys, Israel and Lebanon, Iran, Hamas, Hezbollah, that stuff's not going away. It's actually escalating, especially since we just recently had Hamas top today, Junior. We just had Hamas top political leader took out. All right. This guy here, he wasn't the military one, but he was the one that was doing all the peace talks. Well, possible peace talks, let's put it that way. Grain of salt on that one. They took him out. Yeah, I believe they took him out in Iran, if I am correct. Also, they took out the military leader, one of the military leaders, back, let's see here, last month, during the Gaza, I think it was. Yes, head of Hamas military wing, Mohammed Def, was swacked in an Israeli airstrike in the Gaza last month. So, I got two of Hamas. You know, I keep seeing the political protests here in America, like the one they had in D.C. there, where Hamas is coming. You know what? Quite possibly. As preppers, we try to look at everything as much as possible. Prepare accordingly. You know, when I started this channel 5 years ago, something like that, the possible threat of foreign boots here, I didn't really give it much thought as far as a probability. I didn't. The more things have progressed over the years, the more stuff I'm researching and seeing myself, and also you guys see. We got way too much stuff in our country as far as sleeper cells, undocumented people. We are arming so many wars. We are. The arming and financial backing of Ukraine is making the United States very accountable for what's going to happen there. And to think that, one, Ukraine is going to beat Russia, that's not going to happen. In my opinion, I know everyone's got them. I believe we will be sucked into that, or we will be catching some type of repercussion as far as some type of strike against U.S. I believe the European nations are probably the first one hit over that one. The Iran and Israel, Lebanon, Israel, Beirut, that's a powder keg. It's getting worse and worse. My biggest fear is that Israel will use some form of a tactical nuclear weapon out there. Now, we have seen, I've done videos on this where they kept saying that Iran was on the verge of nuclear weapons. You know, they just needed so much more enrichment. We knew that there was going to be a war with Iran. And it's not just going to be Israel versus Iran. It's the United States going to be back in it. And we're not done in the sandbox. I hate to break it to everybody. We're not. I don't know if it's over resources. Yeah, it is. It's over resources. It always is. So, also, gold's been going through the roof on a lot of stuff. You know, I am a huge supporter of precious metals. I am. But before you go and buy precious metals, stock up. All right, stock up on food. All right, survival equipment that you really need: water purification, medication, first aid kits. You know, good ones, not those store-bought crap ones. Get some good ones. All right, even if you have to make it yourself, get some really good high-end first aid trauma kits and learn how to use them. Easiest way, guys, on food: Mylar and up, beans, rice. You know, you're going to get 20 years out of Mylar food as far as beans and rice. Throw in the O2 absorber, seal them up. You got food put back. Canned goods, cheap, easy option. Green beans, potatoes, corn, whatever. You know, most of the best buy dates, and I do say best buy by manufacturer, is anywhere 3 to 5 years on food. That's not an expiration date. Now, I cannot tell you, and I know there's going to be people typing away right now. I cannot tell you you can sit there and eat something 15 years past date. The reason being is because I don't know how you're storing it. If you're throwing it underneath your house and hoping for the best, you're taking a huge chance of getting botulism. All right, climate controlled, rotated out, it'll last just fine. All right, it'll last a very long time, but you got to keep the temperatures right. Okay. Spam, I know most people don't like spam. I love it. Cans of chicken, yeah. Just ideas. We've done so many videos on weekly payday preps. Even if it's only $5, guys, it's still money being invested in food for you and your family. I had a commenter talking about something. I did a video a while back. It just popped up the other day about a question: stocking up. People in UK can't even eat, or are lucky to eat once a day. What about that? Easy. Should have been stocking up a while ago. You know, it pisses me off. You come up here and try to warn people to get prepared and ready for what's coming. We see it. And because nothing's happened tomorrow, or nothing happened last week, they're not going to prep. And then when the price of food's through the roof, price of electricity, water, all this stuff, then they want to complain to me about how expensive it is and they can't prep. Yeah, it's difficult. Work multiple jobs like I do. There you go. You burn yourself out? Sure do. But I also know it's for the long run on a short time frame. What I mean by that is I don't believe we have very long before something major is worldwide. So yeah, I'm burning candles on both ends. Whatever I can do to make sure my family's prepared. You know, we got long-term food storage. I show that. That's the 25-year food stuff, guys. Freeze-dried. You know, we've done videos, review. You know, we've done product reviews on a lot of this stuff, and a lot of them we're affiliated with. Great products, last a long time. I've always said, start here. Start with Mylar. All right. If you want a good Mylar company, check out Wallaby. Use our code. You get a discount. That's what we use. It's the best one that we've used. Did I go and get affiliated with them? Yeah, I did. But I started using their product first. Most of the products that we do reviews on and stuff, we're already customers of them first. And then I speak to them about doing reviews. So, choice is yours. As long as you're doing something, I don't care. You don't have to use our link. If you like another YouTuber that does something else, hey, go use their link. It'll help support them. All right? As long as you're doing what you need to do for you and your family. Speaking of family, my kids are now headed back to Texas. Before they left, though, guys, what I'm seeing with everything right now, that multi-state gap between me and them is going to be a tough one to navigate during an SHTF event. It is. And do I have plans? Absolutely. One of the things I wanted to do is make sure that they have the availability to stay alive till I get there. All right. When I spoke to my kids about the hurricanes and the power outages they've been experiencing in Texas, they'd go weeks without power. It's hot in Texas, just like it's hot down here in Florida. So one of the things I want Sent them home, solar generator. Put that in the vehicle for them, solar panel, water filtration, freeze-dried foods. Hopefully they'll never need it. But I want to make sure that they have stuff to stay alive in a major event. Like I said, the multiple state has me reevaluating a lot of our plans during SHTF on what we have to do, where we're hunkering down at. You know, it's always evolving. Survival is evolving all the time, adapting. Quick update on my brother. He went through heart surgery and stuff, guys. He's doing much better. He's home. He's recovering. He's back on his YouTube channel. So he's back doing what he loves doing his videos. So yeah, there's a lot of good things that are going on in our lives, but we need to be keeping an eye on what's going on overseas. With a war escalating with Israel and Lebanon. Well, I should say Iran, because it's really Iran backed. My opinion, but that's my belief. I'm worried about us getting hit here. I am worried about the K clubs. Should be a pop-up there for you. Those mobile missile launchers. And we ride on a barge. Pull right up in the Gulf. Yeah. I do know Hezbollah is back at it again. They're firing rockets at Israel. For those that say nothing's happening, things are happening. We've got an election coming up here. We got Trump versus Kamala. In my honest opinion, I believe Trump's going to get it. Hopefully people got enough common sense. But like I've always said with all politicians, I don't trust any of them. They're always a lesser of whatever evil, in my opinion. But that's my thoughts. Anyway, guys, I hope that you guys are preparing as much as possible. You know, when I see the, well, nothing happens, well, when is this going to start? I don't know, but I can watch the information coming here. I can look at the information going, this is about to go. Get food put back. You know, if you are financially set where, you know, you can do more, guys, gas masks, all right, suits. Yeah, we got to link MIRA Saftey there. They're one of our affiliates. Get some good equipment. If you can't afford that, focus on what you can prepare for. You can't prepare for everything. If I could prepare for everything, I'd have a bunker so deep I'd be rubbing elbows with Satan himself right now. That's if I could prepare for everything. But I can't. What I can do is make plans. I can train with those plans. I can make sure I have food, water, supplies, alternative power, ways of defending our home, ways of evacuating out of our home when it comes down to it, if it is necessary. That's survival. Just stacking up food and going, well, I'll just die at my house. That's not survival. That's just you buying time. You know what? To each their own on the preparedness level and preparedness plan. I started this channel to teach and educate. And that's what I try to do. This going on with Israel right now, it's got me concerned. A lot. All right, guys. Speak to you later.